Eric with Wolfman here to show you the parts of the E-base. This is the rear mounting strap. These are the front mounting straps with the metal cam buckles. These are the center mounting straps for the ROLIE bags. These slots are for mounting ROLIEs. These 4 D-rings here in the center are for attaching ROLIEs to the center section. These 1-inch D-rings here allow you to add 4 bottle holsters to the legs. I'm now going to show you how to set up ROLIE bags to attach to an E-base and use as saddlebags on the legs, so in this area. The tool you will need is a long screwdriver, a chopstick, a stick, or the like. We're going to mount the straps through the slot up here on the top of the bag where the buckles are here, and we're also going to use the bottom slot on the rear patch. So the way we do it is I just set my screwdriver in a little bit so I can fold over some webbing. I put it through the slot right under the buckle and gently push through. No force is needed. And to center and get the correct length, I just bring the ends together, kind of wiggle it back and forth and eyeball it. And flip the bag over and repeat and do the same process. Put your screwdriver on the webbing, fold over, insert in the bottom slot. Like so. Real simple. And that's about even. Alright. So, I'm going to show you just a quick dry run. So I'm going to use these 2 slots here at the bottom. I'm going to use one of the D-rings up on the top and this slot here. That's real simple. Webbing goes through the slot, around and out. Same here. Through the slot, around and out. On this side, I'm just going to move the bag over. I'm going to go to the D-ring, 2-inch D-ring here, and I'm going to use the slot here. I'm going to add all my elastic keepers now. Yeah. And I'm going to thread on the bottom. I'm going to go through the side slot here. You can choose any of those 2. Back through the buckle, like so. Actually, I'm going to undo this one. I'm going to go through the slot here, through the 2-inch D-ring. So that's what that will look like there. Grab an elastic keeper, put it on, back through the buckle, and done. So this is more the top side. This is how it will look on a motorcycle. This would be the top, this would be the bottom. I'm going to do the same process here. Elastic keeper. I'm going to go through these bottom slots here. Oh, yep. Oh, this one's going to be similar to that one. Oops, I went a little too quick. I'm going to go through those slots there. Now through the upper slot. Right there. And there. Grab myself an elastic keeper. Now on this one you have kind of a hybrid. There's going to be more tail on this side of webbing than there will be on this side. So I'm going to loosen it up a little bit because I need more on this side. And to do that, I just pull through like so, readjust, and bring it up to the buckle, thread the buckle, do our ratchet method, if you will, up, down, up, pull down, up, pull down, put our straps through the elastic keepers. We're almost there. Now we're going to use this big 2-inch strap to go right up the center of the bag. Oh, the other thing you want to make sure is that you have the bag really centered. You don't want to have it biased on any way, top or bottom. It should be centered on the base. So we take our center mounting strap, and it's going to sit right over the logo. And we're going to attach it, and then you can cinch it down. What you will get will look like this. Center straps, side strap here. There's the underside. The next videos we'll show you is actually doing this with the e-base mounted to the motorcycle. KTM and Husqvarna have a really unique feature. There's this little space between the under fender and the fender. There's a space right in here between the tail light and the fender where we can use a single strap. So I'm going to just set this again, half on the seat. I'm going to set the e-base half on the seat, half on the rear fender. The single strap has two 1-inch D-rings with a buckle that actually travel up and down the single strap, like so. And I'll show you what those are for in a sec. So I open it up, give myself some space. I go upside down between the the rear fender and the tail light, like so, just right in this space right here. And there's actually a screw about right here that stops it from going forward. I like to then fold it over, and you see how those sit nicely above the fender. I also put my elastic keepers on already, so I'm going to thread it through the buckle, back through the elastic keeper, like so. Again, since it's upside down, I fold it over to come right side up, like that. Through the buckle, back through the elastic keeper, like so. And as I tension it forward, it stops. So I can move it back a little bit. I've got some room to move, like so. About right there is where my starting point is. And it gives you options for fore and aft movement to find your sweet spot. Now with the tail, if you want, you can just fold it up, put it under the keeper, or you can trim it a little bit, but give yourself some room. Now, what are the 1-inch D-rings for? They are set up there so you can attach, let's say, a little bit bigger bag. Let's say you don't want a ROLIE here, you need more space, you want to put a duffel bag here. Use the 2 inside, or the 4 inside 2-inch D-rings here, and then you can also use these 1-inch D-rings as an additional mounting point, and as you can see, stays nice and snug. Now I'm going to show you the front mounting straps. Here we have an enduro bike that has no passenger pegs. We're going to start with the right side, or the throttle side of the motorcycle. Here's the mounting strap, and here's the 1-inch metal cam buckle. I like to attach it around the frame below the subframe. I've seen people attach bags up here. Don't do it. It doesn't work well. It makes everything floppy. There needs some downward force to make this very stable. So it's very simple. I'm going to go around the back side of the main frame, under or below the subframe, just like so. Very simple. Wrap around the main frame, back to the 1-inch cam buckle. you can take the excess and just tuck it behind the strap. One thing to be careful for is watch out for your exhaust pipe. Some bikes the exhaust pipe is a little more exposed, etc., but it's something you want to look for. And I'll show you the left side or the clutch side next. I just showed you the right hand side. Now we'll get to the left side, the clutch side. Again, your mounting strap and your 1-inch metal cam buckle. This one's a little bit different. Here's your subframe. I like to go under the subframe, like so. And we're going to do a little bit of a fold. So we go under the subframe, like so, around the main frame, and back through the buckle. And then we tighten them down. That gives us the downward force we want, gives us the proper positioning. Now, about cutting the mounting straps. I like to cut them, I leave some tail, and when I'm done, I like to take the end and just wrap it behind the buckle so it doesn't flap. The pressure keeps it all nice and tidy. So the next thing I'm going to show you, since the front mounts are done, and I don't snug them down until after I get all the bags on. The next thing I'm going to re-show you how to set up the bags and attach the bags to the sides or the legs to make them into saddlebags. So now I'm going to re-show you how to set up the ROLIE bags and make them into saddlebags and use on the sides or what I like to call the legs. First off, I'm going to do it on the motorcycle just so it makes sense. I've loosened the front strap because we need to kind of get around the bike. So here's a ROLIE bag. I'm going to use a medium to show you how it works. So here's a medium ROLIE. The tool I'm going to use is a long handled screwdriver, and I have 2 straps. So I kind of call this the high-low method, if you will. It's very simple. I'm going to use, one of the straps are going to go through here, this slot under the buckles. The other strap is going to go at the bottom or back patch at the bottom slot. So, take my long-handled screwdriver, set it on the webbing, fold over the webbing, through the slot, very gently, no pressure needed, to the other side. Just like so. Bring the ends together to even them out. I'm going to flip the bag over. Same concept. Set it on the webbing, fold it over, through the bottom slot. Again, gently, you don't have to push, it's not an effort. To the other side, bring the ends together. This one sits a little snugger, so you have to help it get that, find the center. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to undo our center mounting strap. I'm also going to loosen it. So drape over there, pull the tail out, there. So I'm going to point out what we're going to do, the areas we're going to mount this medium ROLIE to, and it's the same for the small, medium, and large. I'm going to use this slot and this slot. So this is the bottom slots on the leg. I'm going to use this outside 2-inch D-ring at the front of the E-base, this one, and I'm going to use this slot right here. So I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. So with this strap, just feed it through the slot from the outside to the inside, like so. Just inside, outside, inside, and around. The same down here, from top to bottom, outside to inside, and then we're going to come around the E-base. I'm going to use this slot right here. I like to use these on a medium just from experience. Oop, I got to grab my keepers. So just hold on one sec. Got a handful of keepers here to get this going. There. Okay, so I got 4 keepers. So I go through the keeper strap, the elastic keepers for proper strap management, through the buckle, like so. Here, I can use any of the slots. I'm going to use the lower one again, through the keeper, through the buckle. Not really going to tighten up anything, just going to keep it snug on the bag. These are just full with towels, so it just gives them body. I'm going to do the same thing using this D-ring, this top D-ring, the outside one, but I'm going to use only this top slot. I like using the slots because it makes the bags even more stable. So I'm going to go through the slot, through the outside 2-inch D-ring, back through my keeper, into my buckle, like so. On this strap, I'm going to go through the bottom slot. This one's very similar to this strap mounting. Through the slot I pointed out earlier, the top slot, if you will, around, through the elastic keeper, back through the buckle. Now, on this one, you're going to see I have a lot of webbing. Let me show you real quick. Got a lot of webbing and not a lot of webbing. To adjust the webbing, just slowly pull from the outside. It's because the D-ring sticks up and this side doesn't. So I'm adjusting it so I have about even, just like that. Now, I'll go through the buckle, both ends, through the keeper. Once I've done through the buckle, but I'm not done yet. What do you do with this strap? This is the center mounting strap. 2-inch. You're going to bring this up. First off, when you tighten the bags up and everything, you want to make sure they are centered on the base. They kind of self-center, but just be visually aware of that. I'm going to bring the 2-inch mounting strap or center strap up. This is the bottom, around the bottom, and it's going to sit, unfortunately, right at the logo. So you know you've done it right if you hide the Wolfman logo. Fasten them. I like to keep mine like right in this curved section as this buckle is a bit curved. I'm going to tighten it down, like so. And these use the ratchet method to tighten, pull up, pull down, buckle up, pull down, buckle up, pull down. And then I will go and tighten our mounting strap. I'm going to take all the raw ends, loose ends, I'm going to put them under the keepers, like so. Just like that. So I'll really snug it down. Sometimes I'll put a hand and then push with it, and as you can tell, it really tightens itself up. Now I repeat the process identically for the other side. So again, I'm going to show you, I'm going to quickly, there's a medium ROLIE, I'm going to grab my straps over here, got my screwdriver, grab my keepers, 2, 3, somewhere around here, 3, 1 more, 4. I got 4 keepers. Okay, I'm going to set this up. Okay, on the top, through this slot, take our screwdriver, set it on the webbing, fold over, insert it through the slot to the other side, gently, no force needed. Bring the ends together. So my webbing is nice and centered. Flip the bag over using on the back patch or bottom patch, the bottom slot here. Fold it over, like so. push it through like that. And because it is a lot more snug, you have to work with it just a little more to get it set correctly. Okay, take off my 2-inch D-ring and loosen my mounting strap just a bit so I can get around the base. I'm going to go quick through the bottom slots here, through the buckle. Now let's say you're having a little trouble. I'm going to use a side slot as well. Let's say you're having a little trouble trying to get this on. One way you can do it is do this top strap first. Right here, slide it through this slot due to the D-ring. And again, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to use the outside 2-inch D-ring. The inside are used to mount a ROLIE on the center of the E-base. I'm not using keepers right now. I'm just showing you how to thread it on real quickly. So now it kind of hangs. I'm going to thread this side through the bottom 2 side slots. Like that. Through. I'm going to set this one up through the bottom 2 side slots. Grab it through the buckle. This one goes through the buckle. This one goes around. I go through the laser cut slot, up through the buckle, and as this one gets a little offset, give myself a little more webbing, like that, and around, through the buckle, like so. Kind of, you can't see anything. Center strap. There we go. Fasten it. It's adjusted. I'm going to tighten these down. So, and that's it. I'm going to tighten the mounting straps, all the while keeping the base centered. And as you can see, very solid. And so that's how we would mount the ROLIEs to the base. We've shown you how to mount the base to the bike. And we've shown you in another video how to set up a ROLIE bag and mount it to the center 4 of the E-base. So thanks for watching. Thanks for purchasing our product. And for more information, check us out online at wolfmanluggage.com.